We are going to be adding some sortable columns to one of our tables on an index page. And you can basically use the techniques I'm going to show you to sort by any column in ascending or descending order. We are going to be using order by and order by descending to sort the columns. And we are going to be using the View Data Dictionary to basically store what we have been implementing for sorting. That way we will know whether the column is sorted in ascending or descending order so that if they click, we will know what we need to change it to. So this is going to involve modifying the controller and view. For the controller, we are going to add a parameter called sort order. The parameter is actually going to be set in the view when they click on either last name or hire date. Okay, in that link itself, there is a tag helper that will add sort order to the route. In the controller itself, we are going to bring in the sort order, and then we're going to store it, and then we use a switch to basically change the way the data is sorted prior to sending it to the view. The first time that we go to the view, obviously there is not going to be anything in sort order because that parameter is getting populated in the view itself. So the first time we come in here for the name sort parameter, it's basically checking sort order to see if it's null or empty. And that is true. The first time, it is going to be null or empty. So we take name descending and we put it into our dictionary under name sort parameter so that when they click on last name, it will sort in descending order because the default is for it to sort by last name in ascending order. So when we come through here, we're basically setting up for the next time they select the last name. And we're kind of doing the same thing with the date. So we're checking to see if the sort order is equal to date, and it is not, right? Because the first time we come through here, sort order is nothing. So then we take date and we store it in date sort parameter. So name sort parameter has name descending, date sort parameter has date, and we are basically setting up the next way that they are going to be sorting in those two columns. Then we retrieve all of the data and we check sort order. So sort order is still nothing. So it's not descending, name descending, it's not date descending. It goes through the default and sorts it by the last name in ascending order, sends it to the view. So in the view, let's say they click last name. So what is going to happen is the sort order is going to be set to whatever we have in our view data. So let's take a look at how that happens. So in our index view, you can see we're using tag helpers. And here's our ASP route sort order. We are sending that setting that to what is equal or what is in our view data dictionary under name sort parm. So what is there is name descending. So our sort order becomes name descending. So we go back up here. Sort order is name descending. So is the string a null or empty? No, it is not. So now we take basically blank and put it into name sort parameter, and we're setting up for the next time they click on last name. Okay, and for date, well, the sort order still isn't equal to date, right? Because now it's name descending. So it just keeps date in there. So now we retrieve everything. We go through sort order, and here is name descending. Yep, that is what the sort order is. So now we do last name in descending order, and we pass it along to the view. So down here in the view, now let's say they click on hire date. So the view data dictionary under date sort parm had date. So sort order becomes date. We come back up here, sort order is date. So is the sort order null or empty? Uh, no, it is not. So it puts the blank into name sort parm. Is the sort order equal to date? Yes, it is. So then it puts date descending into date sort parm. So retrieving everything, checking the sort order, we come down here, it is date. And so now we are ordering in ascending order by the hire date. Okay, so you can kind of see how this works. We're using the view data dictionary to basically store what we need to do next. And then in the view, we're taking what we need to do next and putting that into our sort order. Okay, so here is what it looked like before in our view for the heading, and this is what it looks like after we add the routing and our action method.